Hello again, everybody. This is Daniel with Casual Dude Reviews again, and today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a sleeper. Now, when I had talked to my Rolex dealer about getting a Datejust, I'm sure, like most people, the first thing that did not come to mind was getting a smooth bezel with an oyster bracelet, and it being rose gold. And so, when he called me in to take a look at a piece, I said, a little bit hesitantly, I said, you know what, I'll come in. That's not typically something I'd be interested in. And so I went to the store and I took a look at this watch and I actually kind of fell in love. I put it on the wrist, it looked really great, and here we are. So this is a two-tone Datejust on an oyster bracelet, and as you can see, it is a smooth bezel. And so I always kind of considered the rose gold, or the Everose gold as Rolex officially calls it, as kind of a feminine watch. But when I saw it in person, I think the two-tone kind of mans it up a little bit, and it actually looked a lot better on the wrist than I thought. And so we're going to take a short tour of it here today. And so as you can see, this is on a chocolate dial, and I think that's the thing that kind of spoke the most to me, is that the way it catches the light is just such a nice dial. Um, as you can see here, it's got like that sunburst effect, and it really turned out to be a nice watch. Now my problem is I have a couple of two-tones, and this one just doesn't get enough wrist time, so I am shopping it right now. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna to move it or not, but it is definitely a nice watch that breaks up a lot of the divers in my collection. I've got a lot of white dials, a lot of black dials, and a couple of blue dials. And so this is absolutely a standout piece here. It definitely breaks up the continuity of my collection, but we'll do a short tour here. Again, I'm not going to get into too many details. Off the top of my head, I'm terrible with reference numbers. I do believe this is a 126301. And of course, that reference does come in different configurations. So I think that reference does reference the rose gold on stainless steel. I think the dial can be different. I also think that the bezel and bracelet can be different with that same reference number. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, but I do believe this is 126301. So this is a 41 millimeter in size Datejust. And we'll do a quick visual tour here, and then when we're done, I'm going to put it back into the box and then see if this is something I plan on hanging on to. The reason, again, I'm kind of shopping this piece is not because I don't like it. Like I said, it does break up the continuity, but I've had it for about 2 months, and I just don't feel like I've had an opportunity to wear it. And in the same time, I did get a bluesy Submariner, a two-tone yellow gold on stainless steel with the same kind of dial, that sunburst effect that catches light beautifully, but of course it's in blue. And I also picked up a new reference Daytona, and the Daytona and the bluesy, it's enough precious metals in my collection, and so this one I'm not sure will get the wrist time, and of course the market is softening a little bit as well. So I'm not sure I want to hang on to this and take a huge loss on it, but it is a beautiful piece. And so I guess the message I'm trying to convey here is that think outside the box sometimes when you're looking for a Datejust. If you're one and done, you probably want to go with the safe bet, like a white or blue dial Datejust with the fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. But don't be afraid to think out of the box. I think this watch can be dressed up, it can be dressed down. It's just a really nice piece. It's not too loud. I think the subtleties of the rose gold kind of like blend into the chocolate dial a lot, but it's something to consider when you are looking for a Datejust, but you want to think outside the box. This is definitely a better collection piece than it is a one and done piece, but yeah, hopefully you like it, and hopefully this will help influence the purchase. So just a close-up of the dial here. We'll see if we get it focused. As you can see, Rolex Datejust Perpetual, Oyster Perpetual Datejust. Here it just has the standard minute markers, and of course you've got the date on a Datejust with the Cyclops window. The rose gold goes all the way around the bezel, and it does continue onto the crown, and so that's a nice little accent, I think, on the polished stainless steel case. And then, of course, with all two tones, the Everose Gold goes all the way around, and we'll go ahead and flip that over so you can see that. I just washed my hands, so there's a little bit of humidity there. And so, yeah, this is what the back of the bracelet. Now, with the Datejust, it does not have the security clasp back there. It is just a pull open, and so rather easy to open this on the wrist. Depending where you live, that might not be a great thing. But yeah, the older Air Kings and all other Datejusts do have this type of clasp, so it's not unusual by any means. And you can just see how that Everose kind of catches the light. It's really beautiful. Of course, with the golds, they do scratch a little bit easier, and of course, it is polished, so you will see those scratches a lot more than on like the brushed stainless steel. But you know, I've seen people wear these two-tone watches for many, many years, and you know, they look great, and eventually you get it serviced, and it comes back looking like new. And so, just a couple more angles here. I don't have too much to say about this, but I did want to get it in front of people because you don't see too many people reviewing this. But again, a beautiful watch, definitely outside the box. I love it. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not yet. I just have too many watches and not enough of them are getting wrist time. I kind of binged watch purchasing in the past few years. I don't know if it was the thrill of the hunt, so to speak, or whatever, but I got more watches than I can use. And I realized at some point, sitting in a safe, you're paying insurance on it, you're going to have to get it serviced regardless if you wear it or not. It's just better to kind of narrow down my collection to a few pieces I'll wear daily and a couple of pieces that I'll wear dressed up. So yeah, that's this one. Rolex Datejust, two-tone, Everose gold, smooth bezel, and oyster bracelet, and chocolate dial. So I hope you like taking a look at this watch. Keep watching my channel. As you can see, I've posted a few other watches. I've got a really cool, I mentioned earlier, a brand new reference Daytona. It is a two-tone yellow gold, black dial, and it has diamonds on the watch dial. And I never thought I would be a diamond guy, but I saw it in person. And I did have a two-tone Daytona on my list, and you know, for $1,000 or $2 more, I decided to just take it now rather than continue waiting. So I will be reviewing that soon. Stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we will have a lot more watch reviews coming up. So thank you.